that says live. That means you're catching us on the replay. That's okay. Hit us with that hashtag replay. Let us know down in the comment section what you're working on. And we're going to get started as soon as they roll that beautiful bean footage. I hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful week. So let's get started. We are doing a new kit tonight. Hey, everybody. How we doing? Hey, y'all. How we doing? Hey.
Hi, guys.
Orion says, hey, guys.
I have chocolate milk.
Can you have chocolate milk?
I said I have milk.
You're just gonna rub in the fact that you got chocolate milk, knowing I can't drink chocolate milk? Are you gonna say hi?
Hi.
What are you drinking now? You got chocolate milk too? Really? So y'all just gonna drink all the chocolate milk? Not gonna try to share with mommy? Not gonna give mommy a little?
I'm gonna share with you.
You promise?
Do you viewers want some mints? Since
Nobody wants no nasty mints.
they're not nasty.
Hey, everybody. How we doing? Don't mind me fussing with the kids. You know, everyday life going on back here in these streets. Get out of here, kid. Get out of here.
Want some mint?
It's rainbow colored, so just know that there's
Red,
tiny...
orange, yellow, green, blue, purple.
You good? You good now? You feel better about what you just did there?
Want some mint?
Nobody wants a mint. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Hey, everybody. How we doing?
Everybody.
So we got Maria, Diva. Okay, I can't say that. It's going too fast. What's up, Maria? What's up, Mystical? Joannica. Hey, what's up, Therese? What's up, Monster Crafts and Judy and Janice and Dream and Kaya? Oh, snap. We got Kaya in the house. It's a party now, y'all. What's up, Five, the DP addict? Hey. What's up, Walk It? Walk It Works. Oh, Walk It Works is the MVP of the night. Walk It Works helped me get the Zox bracelet that I was fussing about that I missed. She helped me get the one that I missed because they restocked it one last time. So thank you so much, Walk It Works. Oh my God. What's up, Pam C? What's up, Naomi?
No.
Serenita, diamond painting. Hello. Patience. Hi. What's up, Cynthia? What's up, Fallen Angel? What's up, Kelly? Nick and Tina Colors. Hey. Ruby Q Crafts in the house. Yeah. Okay, so for those of y'all who don't know, last week, okay, backstory. Last week we are in Ruby Q's live because she goes live right after I do. She goes live at 11:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So she went live and she does true crime. Well, she was sitting there doing true crime. Oh, thank you, and Angel's mom. Hi, Noah. She was sitting there doing true crime and she decided she was going to go over on Etsy and look at some creepy dolls or something, right? Well, she came across this mystery box. I had seen this box before, but I didn't know like what she was doing at first because I was kind of like half paying attention, half not because I was working on something. And she was like, yeah, mystery box. If I got it, I'd take care of it and love the baby that comes with it and all this. So as she's saying this, I'm on eBay or Etsy buying the box for her. Now, that box traveled there quicker than anything else I've ever seen. Anything else I send to her takes at least a week and a half, 2 weeks. That box made it from Virginia to Hawaii in 3 days. And it was just like at her mailbox waiting. Just waiting for her. So if you would like to see what's in the mystery haunted box that was sent to Ruby Q, stay tuned after live. She will be going live at 11:30 Central Standard Time, which is like, I think it's like 7:30 Hawaiian time. So whatever it is for you five folks. Hey, Laguna Wolf. What's up, everybody? Hey. So, yeah. So as you can see, this is odd for me because I don't remember the last time I worked on a kit that actually fit on my table. Like there's nothing hanging off my table. This is weird. So as you know, we start a new kit today. I finished that clock on Monday, like right after the whipping chat. I finished the clock and I was like, oh, well, that's it. Like, you ever get that feeling after you finish a big project that you don't know what to do with the rest of your life? That's how it was feeling after Pride. It lasted a few days. And I think that's part of where the anxiousness comes from. So I'm sitting there, minding my own crafty business, and then I unboxed the Mary's Diamonds and then Diamond Art Club today. And I was like, I said I was going to start on this kit next. So this kit comes to us from Sparkle Queen Creates over on Instagram. I do have her Instagram and her website linked down below. It is called Lovebirds. It's a 50 by 30. It is a round. So we are going to get started on this tonight, except for I purposely didn't kit this up. Why? One, because I literally started getting ready for live like 10 minutes ago. Two, because I'm lazy and I spent all day sublimating to get ready for the shop to open again. So you guys are going to get to see me like essentially put diamonds into bags and then maybe start on this kit. We all know Miss Coffee don't do no diamond paint when she's in live. So yeah. What's up, Layla? What's up, Clara? Hey, hey. How are you, Yvonne? I'm doing good. What's up, Painting in the Sky? What's up, Lisa? What's up, Linda's Crafty Life? Hey, Gretchen's in the house. Yeah, the Diamond Lady. Anxiety Art Adventures. What's up, Diana? Cynthia says, I have that kit too. Oh, you have the Lovebirds kit. Oh my gosh. So if you don't remember Mitzi, Mitzi is the one where I do the weird little grandma voice talking about the kittens getting on the counter looking at butter. That Mitzi made this canvas. So I decided that I was going to work on it because I want to see how the quality is. Oh, Wolfpack Diamond Painting in the house. What up, Wolfpack? Okay, y'all can't be coming in back to back. Okay, hold on. Shine bright like a diamond. What's up, Shine Like a Diamond? What's up, the Uncrafty Crafter? Somebody send me something. Oh, okay. That's Marlene. Oh, funny story. So, I have a subscriber named Marlene. Marlene B. We're going to call her Marlene B. That's her name. She's a subscriber. Now, my biological mom and I don't like her. Okay. Let's just say it like that. I don't like her. Y'all know I got mama and daddy issues. Okay. So I'm sitting there one night and I'm talking to my dad on the phone. And I see Marlene B commented on your post. And I'm like, Marlene B, that just happens to be the same like last name as my bio mom. I saw that. I went off. I blocked her on everything, booted her out of my... I was like, what the... Get the off my page. What the hell are you doing? One, my bio mom knows nothing about me. Literally, like I was abandoned as a child by her. So she doesn't know anything about me unless my sister or my brother told her. And so when I saw her name, I like flipped out on her. And then comes to find out, like, it's just this normal everyday lady that likes my channel. And she's like, I'm not your mom. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I felt so bad. I just saw the name, which just happens to be the exact name of my biological mom. And I flipped out. I felt so bad. So now whenever I see her name, I have that quick second of, what the? Oh, hey, Marlene, how's it going? Whoopsies. So yeah. What's going on? What's up, Sparkles DP Journey? What's up, Annette? Squippy Dog. What's up, Bonnie? Yeah, that was pretty bad. What's up, Courtney? What's up, Angela? Therese says, I'm not your mama. What's up, Robin loves reading and all the things. Yeah, you can call me Butter. Hey. What's up, D West? What's up, Brazzy? There's our Mitzi coming in the door now. Hello, Mitzi. Welcome to live. As you can see, we're working on one of your kits this evening. We're gonna check the quality out for you and make sure it's good and make sure you're on the right path of having a successful business. As soon as we get rid of all these damn cats in here. Why are there so many damn cats in here? What's up, Mitzi? Diamonds and watches says, not your mama either. No, that was Samantha. I'm sorry. Diamonds and watches. She said, hey, diamonds and watches. All right. Who won the Uno game? Look, listen. These kids cheat, okay? I didn't raise these bastards, but they cheat. Let me explain this to you. I don't like playing with these children because I either A, get hurt, or B, they cheat. Because as my dad used to say when I was younger, if I don't win, they cheated. Why is it that my son won 2 games of Uno, which, you know, I expected that, but then Maggie beat me the last game and then spent all day telling me I was a loser because I lost at Uno. Look, listen, I don't appreciate it. These kids, I can't, y'all. Somebody come get them. And then they're on spring break next week, and I'm like, oh, you think spring break's going to be easy? You think it's going to be a cakewalk? You think you're just going to lay around the house all day and do nothing because we're quarantined in this piece? No, y'all helping. And they're like, helping with what? I'm like, we're opening the shop. This is a family business. We're about to turn into the Partridge Family in this piece. We ain't seeing crap, but we about to package some orders. And they're like, what? Trade your jerk cats for your... Hey, you got 2, I got 2. Let's do this. Okay, I can deal with the cats. I can't deal with these kids. Okay, these kids, I can't. The Uncrafty Crafter, look. What's up, Tia? Crafting and chat with Eli. Happy Friday, yeah. Tia, how you doing, girl? The Uncrafted Crafter, look, listen. I have never had issues with the Diamond Art Club kit, okay? I think maybe once or twice I've ran out of drills. But usually I don't have a problem with DAC with anything. Like, usually my kits are pristine, which is why I don't do like a whole big thorough like whatever of them. But did y'all see those those new sparkly drills? Y'all, I was about to put my sunglasses on. They were so shiny. I was like, what the? And then I messaged Diamond Art Club to let them know. And she goes, what new drills? She looks at it. She's like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah. I don't think the future of diamond painting is ready for these futuristic drills. Is there any way that I can get a replacement for the future drills, for the present drills? We're just not, as diamond painters, I'm going to speak collectively here. We're not ready for this. This isn't something that we've prepared for. Are there special glasses that we need for these? Like, are they like those 3D movies where you need like the special wonky glasses that are 2 different colors? How exactly does this work? And I'm like, I'm not even going to lie. I had to pause the camera because I laughed so hard for about 20 minutes. I could not stop laughing at the fact that somebody legit took that bag. And I know it goes through a machine, but the machine was just like, no, they don't need it. And that whole time that bag is going through the factory, it's coming to my house. And it's like, there's nothing in this bag. And they singed the sides and attached it to something and then closed the top of it up like it was a brand new shiny bag of drills. And then they just shipped it out in a box and I just happened to be the one to get it. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I will laugh at stuff like this because it's funny. Because you're sitting there and you're like, oh, this is great drills. The drill quality looks wonderful. We're just gonna take a look at, and then you just see a bag of nothingness. Like this is what your soul is going to feel like when you finish this kit. I hope you know this. Like that's what I heard and saw when I saw those drills. I got Maggie stickers on my package. Oh, did you, Lisa? Look, listen. I'm not letting Maggie anywhere near the packages until they're closed this time because Maggie's out of pocket. Okay, she be taking people's receipts out of their bags, adding extra stickers. She took Robin's keychains out. So Robin Babcock is a subscriber of mine. Her and her daughter Serena watch my channel, and she ordered 2 keychains. And Maggie's swapping of the keychains out of people's cups, she put 2 keychains in a cup that went to the UK, and then Robin didn't get her keychains, and Robin was just like, not a big deal, but I didn't get my keychains. And I'm like, Maggie. You ever see Seinfeld, where every time they say the word Newman, that's how I say Maggie's name now whenever somebody says they're missing something. I'm just like, Maggie. And then usually she's around, she's like, what? I'm like, Maggie. And you can't ask her about it because she's 8, so she doesn't remember anything. And I'm like, Maggie, were you switching out keychains and like didn't put them all back? I don't know. Oh, okay. I think I got 3 people that got keychains that they weren't even supposed to get, and I was like, just keep them. God, just keep them. So if you get a magical something extra in your package, just know Maggie sends it with love. You do not have to send it back. I can just get more. It's not a big deal. Just keep it. Now, if you get a wrong tumbler, you're going to want to say something so that I can at least send you the right tumbler. But I will be double checking and triple checking orders from now on, I swear. Maggie Phil. Mine was covered over the entire package. Lots of bacon stickers. Oh, Dipolar Diamond. Did you get the bacon? Let's see those nails. Oh, these are the nails of the night. Are they going to focus? Maybe. These are the nails of the night. They're my all dashing nails. Again, I wouldn't suggest all dashing because the nails don't stay on very long. I'm literally just using up what I already purchased. Because look, listen, if I already spent my money on it, I'm not getting rid of it. I'm not doing it. I will use it angrily, but I will use it. So these are a pair that I've had for like a couple of months now. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Robert. Robert, look, listen, Maggie's had enough cheese. Let me tell you about this child today, okay? Let's start getting stuff in bags here. Maggie decided today, I was like, what's up, Daddy? Courtney Hicks says, where's the music? Oh, the music is in the bedroom. Not like that. Like, that came out totally wrong. Okay, the music is somewhere in the room over there. I think he's either asleep or just laying on the bed. Jordan. Okay, never mind. He's in the bathroom. So whenever he comes out, yeah. Okay, so I'm sitting here and I'm working on stuff for the shop. Like I'm not even joking, y'all. Look, listen. When I say I'm working on stuff for the shop, literally working on stuff for the shop. I got pop sockets. We got keychains. We got like, oh my God, there's so many things. Oh, the newest keychain, which I will be giving one of these keychains away for free to a young lady named Bernice. She came up with this saying when she saw one of my tumblers, and I've started incorporating it into the stuff. So it says, I diamond paint so I don't kill people. So Bernice will get one of those. But yeah, like I've been revamping all the keychains and pop sockets and everything. Like I was busted. All of this minus these keychains were done today. Like this entire box was done today minus these keychains. So I was busting tail today, okay? Maggie decides she's gonna come in here and play. She's just, doing her Maggie thing. She's just like la 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 la. She's over in her own little world. And then I see her drag in this tub. And I'm like, what's up with the tub? Like one of those Tupperware tubs, like the big plastic bins. And I'm like, what's up with the tub, Maggie? And she's like, I'm going to play with it. She had her babies in it. So I was like, oh, okay, you're just going to play with your babies. Whatever. Where's my keychain of doom? And she's like, yeah. So I was like, all right, whatever. Thank you, Pippa, for that snappy tip for the baggies. So she's playing with her babies. And then the next thing I know, she gets in the bag and in the bin, and then decides that she's going to sit in the bin and watch YouTube with a blanket over her head. All right, no big deal. It's Maggie. She does what she wants to do, and she's quiet. I don't give a crap as long as she's quiet. She's quiet. She ain't bothering nobody, so I was like, all right, bet. I go to walk the dogs, and before I went to go walk the dogs, Orion had asked, because right after What You Got Wednesday was released, we got another package in the mail from a subscriber that sent Maggie 2 cans of Easy Cheese and a thing of Ritz crackers. Now, look, listen, I never wanted my daughter to find out this way, that there is a such thing as cheese that comes out of a can and you spray it and it tastes just like cheese. I never wanted her to find out this way, but she found out this way and she's just like, Mommy, what's that? And I'm like, what's what? Because I'm over here eating it. Because I got to test it out first to make sure it's not poisonous or not. That's what parents tell their kids when they want to taste their food. Look, I got to test this out to make sure it's not poison. I'm doing this for you, okay? This isn't for me. This is for you. So I'm eating a couple of crackers and cheese. Now, it came from Amazon, so it didn't come from the lady's house or anything. But I got to make sure Amazon ain't trying to kill my baby. So I'm testing it out for her. Oh, thank you, Yvonne. So I'm sitting there, and I leave it on the table over here next to me. And I go, okay, I got to go walk the dogs. I'll be right back. Orion, listen out for your sister. I'm going to go walk the dogs. He says cool. I say cool. I say cool. He says cool. And so I'm like, all right, bet. I go to leave. I leave. The can was still full when I left. When I came back, the can was empty. Anybody want to take a wild guess at what happened to the cheese? Anybody? Now take it. There's no dogs here. And there's just 2 tiny humans. Anybody want to take a guess at what happened to the cheese? This child, this angel sent from above, looks me in my face 10 minutes after I get back in from walking the dogs, because I didn't just check the can, okay? She comes up and she goes, Mommy, my tummy hurts really bad. Can I use your bathroom? I don't want to clog the toilet in my bathroom. I'm sorry, say what? What do you mean you don't want to clog it? I gotta poop real bad, Mama. I'm like, immediately my brain went, check the cheese. I look over at the can. She looks at me. She takes off down towards my bathroom. And I'm like, y'all remember that song that played whenever Smitty would do something in the house and get himself into trouble? That, oh no. That's what I heard. I immediately grabbed the can and shake it. Y'all, I don't know how she got this can bone dry, but this can is done, okay? Like, if the can could have crinkled up on itself like one of those Capri Sun juice pouches, it would have, okay? It was cleaned out. Like, even the spout was clean. Like, Maggie, did you eat an entire can of string cheese? She's like, I don't think so. You don't think so. Why does your tummy hurt? I think I just ate too much food, Mama. Oh, okay. So you ate too much food. She's still over here telling me no. And now she's saying maybe. Maybe she might have eaten an entire can of easy cheese. It ain't easy being cheesy. So there's that. Shawana. She does love cheese. I will give her that. She loves cheese. It's like that Drake song. I only love my bed and my mom. I'm sorry. I only like my cheese and my bed and I'm sorry. Like that is Maggie's motto. Like she just loves cheese. Everything cheese. She literally, like, I gave her, like, that first night it came in, I gave her some on a cracker. She licked all the cheese off and went, okay, I like it. So I put some on a plate for her and gave her a few crackers. She literally just took a big bite out of the cheese and ate the cheese and left the crackers. And I'm like, oh, God. Who eats cheese like this? You savage. Like, yo, look, listen. I'm starting to worry that my daughter needs help. She needs an intervention. And y'all are going to help me with this because y'all have started something and created this monster with me. So, yeah. What's up, Sylvia? What's up, Rachel? Little Maggie, she just do that things forgive you. Oh, Sylvia says Maggie does these things to give me stories for my video. She don't really gotta do a whole lot of anything to give me stories for my videos. She just lives her life, and her whole life is just a train wreck, but you can't look away. Like you see it. You know it's coming, but you can't look away. What's up, Sandra? What's up, Michelle? I'm doing good. All good in the crafty hood. How you doing? Time to buy a safe. The sad part is, she's literally going to make me put cheese in a safe. Do you think safes, like, do they have, like, refrigerator safes that you can put stuff in the refrigerator? Like, I would think, like, for, like, a dorm room. Where's Tiny Pufferfish? For, like, a dorm room, they have, like, some kind of refrigerator safe that you can put in there to lock up your goods so people don't eat them at the office when you go put food in the office refrigerator and somebody eats it. Like, somebody needs to invent a safe that goes in the fridge. There you go, somebody. I gave you an idea. Run with it. I don't need credit. Just give me one for free when you come up with the idea and patent it, okay? A cheesy invention. We do. Tiny Pufferfish said, probably. Tiny Pufferfish. Ah! What's up, Tiny Pufferfish? Courtney says, me and Maggie can go to cheese rehab. She needs something. She needs Jesus. That's what she needs. She over here telling people today that tells them she can't do that because Jesus loves her. And I'm like, Jesus loves all the little children. She goes, all the children, even the bad ones. I'm like, yeah, even the bad ones, Maggie. Well, he shouldn't, because that's probably why they bad. That's not why they're bad. They're bad because they don't listen to their mommy and daddy. We had to run in with some children today at the dog park. That was fun. Folks, again, I don't think I've mentioned this on the channel. I think I just say it to the Patreons all the time because usually they see me with the dogs. If you have children, please make them aware that you don't just walk up. Oh, thank you, Dawn Marie. Enabling Maggie Pie's unicorn and mac and cheese. Oh, God, the mac and cheese. She ate all the unicorns out of it and saved the rainbows because she wanted to see if they would change to rainbow colors like they did on the box. And I tried to explain to her that that's not how mac and cheese works. She didn't care. She was mad as hell. She's like, this is not right. It's supposed to be rainbows. I'm like, no, honey, the box is rainbow. She's like, well, I throw out the box while I'm making the mac and cheese. She tried to keep the box. She slept with it one day, but she tried to keep the box. And I was like, what the hell? So, yeah, thank you, Dawn Marie, for enabling that. I am working on Lovebirds from Sparkle Queen Creates over on Instagram. I have her listed down below. I also have this kit linked down below. So, like the washi tape, the kit, the pen, all come from Sparkle Queen Creates. This actually was out of her tool bag that she sends. And then wherever that minder got off to, that minder came from, oh, there it is. It's one of the only minders I have with a rainbow on it that I can actually physically see right now, apparently. So the minder comes from Enabler's Outpost. That's like one of the few things that isn't listed, or it's listed, but it's one of the things that didn't come from Sparkle Queen. And then the baggies came from Star Ore. So yeah, so I'm at the dog park. And like I said, if you have children, please make them aware that, one, you do not just walk up to strange dogs and pet them. One of my biggest pet peeves when I'm out with my dogs is that people will come up and immediately start petting my dogs. Where Killian doesn't mind because he's an attention whore, Daisy does mind. And Daisy can be a little aggressive at times. Not usually. But if she doesn't know you and you literally just run up on her and then immediately start petting her, she doesn't know what's going on. So she probably will, like, snip at you.
She's defensive.
Okay, there you go. She's defensive. Mr. Coffee coming in with his 2 cents.
Sounds way better, not aggressive.
Say hi, Mr. Coffee.
Oh, Mr. Coffee.
Mr. Coffee says hi. So yeah, so I get to the dog park and I see that somebody left the back gate open. And I'm thinking, of course, why wouldn't they close the gate? Because, you know, that's the responsible thing to do as an adult. But, you know, I'm learning that there's not a lot of adults here in Williston. So I let the dogs go before we get to the gate because they will run straight to the dog park and run around the dog park. Because at this point, they have Stockholm Syndrome and they only know one of 2 places, the house or the dog park. So the dogs run into the dog park and I see these 2 young boys and they're like, oh, dogs! They're big dogs! Let's go in and pet them! Now look, listen, I had yet to get to the dog park and my dogs were in the dog park and they go running into, literally they have to go through 2 gates to get into the dog park. Not only did they go through the 2 gates to get into the dog park, they then start playing with my dogs. So I run over. Now take it. The only thing I'm used to running is my mouth. So me running, look, listen, I got asthma. I got the black lung pop. So like I don't usually run. I'm not a runner. Not anymore. I used to run in high school, but not anymore. So I'm sitting there and I go up to the kids and I'm like, don't do, and before I could say anything, Killian, when he gets super excited, will jump on you. He's not trying to like jump. He's actually trying to give you a hug. Because what he'll do is he'll wrap his hands around you and then he will nuzzle his face into your hip. It's the cutest thing ever when it happens. But it's scary as hell when you don't know what he's doing and he just immediately comes running at you full force and then jumps up. So the little kids didn't know this. And obviously there was somebody in the dog park before me because the gate was open. Well, Killian went to go jump on this kid. This kid is probably like, I don't know, 4'3", maybe? He wasn't tall. He went to go jump on the kid, so the kid toppled over and fell into some dog poop that was freshly left there by the person that was in there before me. He then starts yelling at his friend because his friend is trying to chase Daisy, and Daisy's not having it. He's yelling for his friend. Daisy stops mid-run, sees the little kid, and starts growling. One thing you don't want to do around Daisy is yell, because she will bite you. Why is this a thing? I don't know. Most people don't see, when most people see a scary dog, the first thing in their mind isn't to yell at it. So for some reason, whenever Daisy hears yelling, she gets defensive. So now she would never bite a kid, but she was out of her mind a little bit because there's 2 kids chasing her around one kid at this point, chasing her around the dog park and she doesn't know them. I then get up and I'm standing there and I'm like, you 2 need to get out of here now. They didn't even bother to close the gate. So like the back gate is closed. The front gates are wide open. Now my dogs know not to go out the gate without me. So they're not going to go out. I'm not worried about them going out. I'm worried about these kids getting the hell out of here because if something happens to those kids, it's going to be on me, not on them. So I'm like, you 2 need to get out of here now. Your dog pushed me in dog poop. Look, listen, that sounds like a you problem, not a me problem, honey. You need to get the hell up out of here. They get out of here, out of the dog park, and I have to sit there, and I'm like, look, listen. Let me give you 2 rules of advice. If nothing else you ever listen to in your life, listen to these 2 rules for me, okay? I'm like, 1, you never walk up to a strange dog and pet it without asking its owner first, because you don't know if those dogs are friendly or not. I'm like, did you notice that when you were yelling, that German Shepherd was growling at you? Because it was going to bite you because you're yelling around it, and it doesn't like yelling. But you wouldn't know that because you don't know that dog. 2, you never go into a locked gate area with dogs that you don't know. These dogs could have attacked you and you didn't even bother to worry about that or ask me, could you pet them? Or if they were even friendly, you immediately went into the dog park. These are not small dogs. These are big dogs. You cannot walk up to a big dog and just pet it and hope that it's friendly. Well, they are friendly. That is beyond the point. The point is you cannot walk up to people's dogs and just start petting them. They didn't understand. I'm like, you ain't got no good home training, huh? That's sad. That is truly sad. I'm like, if this dog was on duty, you could not walk up to it and pet it while it's on duty because you're distracting it from its job. Well, is it on duty? No, it's trying to take a duty. It's not on duty. But you still can't just walk up to people's dogs like that. What if the dog would have bit you? But they're so cute. That cuteness is not going to stop the dog from biting you. So, like, having to school other people's children. And I was waiting for the parents to come out because there was a lady at the dog park that yelled at them and told them no as they were running into the dog park. And they weren't even her children. And she saw them running in and she went, no. They heard her. They stopped and looked at her. They kept going. These types of kids are the kids that make me wonder, why did I have kids? Now, my kids are not like that. My kids know the rules about dogs and how you don't just, I don't give a crap if that dog was pooping in diamonds. You do not go pet a dog. But some people, I understand, and the little boy said he has a dog. And I'm like, yeah, but you probably have one of those overly, superly friendly dogs that anybody can just walk up and go pet. I'm like, not everybody has doggies like that. Well, the German Shepherd doesn't seem to like us. And the one little boy is crying because he's covered in poop on his back because Killian knocked him over. Again, that sounds like a you problem, buddy, not a me problem. The dog did it, yeah. But you shouldn't have been in the fence with the dog in the first place. So that was my afternoon this afternoon. I don't like parenting in general, okay? Parenting sucks. It's hard. I don't like it. But to have to parent somebody else's kids, look, listen, I can't cuss at you. I can't throw nothing at you. No infinity chinclata. Like, there's none of that I can do to you. So the only thing I can do is talk very stern and let you know, don't do that. Don't do that. And I always get worried about doing that because the last thing I want is for a cop to show up and be like, oh, you again. Yeah, it's me again. Yeah, again. I mean, I already had a cop sitting outside of my house the other day for like 2.5 hours. Don't know what he was doing. Somebody was like, maybe he's doing paperwork. Does he have to do paperwork right there in front of my house? Like, right there? Like, of all places. You couldn't go to work and do paperwork. You couldn't go up the street. There's a mega latte down the street from our house. Like, you can go to the coffee shop. Like, there's a haircutting place down there. You could have did your work. But no, he sat right here in front of the house. And I shit bricks for 2.5 hours. Now take it. I'm sitting in here, minding my own crafty business, making tumblers. And I just happen to look outside. And I'm like, of course, the first thought that went through my head, Maggie, what the hell did you do and did now? Now I'm sitting here thinking Maggie maybe like she throwing stuff at kids out the window because I have caught her throwing stuff at children that will run past the house. She'll take toys and chuck them at them out the window. So I'm like, no, we got to make sure that you can't open these windows again. So I'm like, did Maggie throw rocks at somebody? Did she escape out the window and start going to attack somebody? Like, are they bringing her back to me? And then I realized, like, Maggie comes out and I'm like, what did you do? And she goes, I didn't do anything. Are you sure? And she goes, yeah. I'm like, then why are the cops here? And she goes, I didn't do it, mama. And she just takes off to her room. I still have yet to find out what she did because you know she's guilty. You know she's guilty. What's up, Helen? Miss Coffee, nickname Miss Clint Eastfoot Fuzzy Slipper. What? What's up, Melissa B. Crafts? What's up, Java Junkie? Java. Maggie is a whole vibe on her own. Like, Maggie is something else. So how you guys doing tonight? You guys have a good week? It's been a stressful week. You ever have one of those weeks where your brain is just like, everything about your life is going to suck this week? That's what my brain was doing. Uh-oh. Mr. Coffee saying it's disclaimer time. Here we go. Really? Little didgeridoo for you. Welcome, one and all, to the After Hours Crafters Lounge. I am your host, Miss Crocheting Coffee. How you doing? With my co-host, who is also my husband. We call him Mr. Coffee. Say hi, Mr. Coffee.
Mr. Coffee.
Mr. Coffee says hi. In this live, you're going to hear noises in the background. You're going to hear the waterfall that is loud as hell all of a sudden. You're going to hear my dogs kill it. Daisy, get off that table. You're going to hear my dogs playing in the background. You're going to hear my children possibly running back and forth like chickens with their head cut off because they're children. This is their house. This is what they do. This is real life out here in these crafty streets. If at any time I say anything that offends you, chap your ass in any way, this is the part where we're going to have to split ways. And we're going to have to ask that the door don't hit you, where the good Lord split you. Can we get an amen? With that said, welcome everyone to the After Hours Crafters Lounge. Again, we are working on Lovebirds by Sparkle Queen Creates. I don't know why I can't get that out. Sparkle Queen Creates over on Instagram. She is linked down below in the description box, so go ahead and check her out. She's new to Diamond Painting World. So I have one of her 50 by 30 kits here. I am kitting it up as we speak. So yes. So don't worry, if you don't see me diamond paint tonight, you will definitely see me diamond paint in the whip and chat this week. So yeah. So hey everybody. That badass little kid had to go. Yo, look, I don't typically mess with other people's kids because they irritate the piss out of me. I don't know why. But is anybody else like that? Like you love your kids, but everybody else's kids irritate the living piss out of you. You're just like even when so, like, okay, Maggie made up with Window Friend. I wasn't the happiest about it. I'm still salty. I'm the Morton Sort girl. I'm salty as hell. Maggie made up with her though, and she's not my friend. So I can't be like, no, I don't want you playing with her because Riley is, I just can't do that. So like she needs to be able to make friends and not make friends and know what, like she needs to be able to set her own boundaries. She's 8. I can't baby her forever. So she made up with Window Friend and they've been playing. Hence the playing. But Maggie essentially it's essentially they'll play nicely for a little bit and then Maggie puts her in her place. I'm pretty sure this child is going through puberty though. Like I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. That's the best. Window Friend. Eli says, that's why I became a teacher. I couldn't be a teacher. Look, let's talk about jobs Miss Coffee couldn't have. Teacher or anything with children. Look here. Like my favorite phrase would be like, look here, you little shit. You cannot say that to other people's children. I would want to say that I would be that next teacher on the news. Teacher in Williston, North Dakota calls her students a little shit. Yeah, because he was being a little shit. Like, I would be that black person on the news. It wouldn't be me acting a fool or looking all crazy. It'd be, yeah, because the little kid was acting like a little shit. He ain't got no good home training. Like, you can't say that about people's children. Like, that's not, I guess, PC, as they call it. You can't just be like, God, I hate these kids. Like, you gotta love kids to be a teacher. Because, look, if nothing else I've learned is I'm not cut out to be a teacher. Okay, this year has taught me, and last year, I chose the right profession and not being a teacher. Maggie gets one thing wrong, like inside my brain, I'm losing my mind. You could tell her to answer 4 times and she will get it wrong 7 times. Okay, at this point, now she's just messing with me. Okay, now you're just messing with me, and I had to tell her teacher. This was the week of telling off people because I had to tell off her teacher this week. Because her teacher decided they're going to start a book club, but only certain students are allowed. And I'm thinking, oh, well, she'll start a book club for those kids like Maggie that are struggling to read, because there are quite a few kids in her grade that are struggling to read, like her. And so I'm thinking, oh, well, this is going to be great. No. She picks 4 kids that don't have problems reading and creates a book club with them, and then spends the entire 15 minutes of wasting of our time in the morning talking about how awesome book club is. So today I had enough, and I'm like, look, Heffa. I called her a Heffa. Look, listen, I regret nothing. I'm like, look, Heffa, you are not about to come up in here. Make us come in here for 15 minutes so you can talk about how great your book club is, okay? You would think if you were smart that you would start a book club with the kids that are struggling to read so that they can learn from their peers and you on how to get better and strengthen their reading. Yeah, I'm homeschooling her, but I'm not her teacher. You are. Do I get your paycheck? Am I getting part of this? Am I still paying school taxes? I believe so. Yes, ma'am. So what we not about to do is be up in here talking about book club where you're excluding other students and making them feel some type of way because they don't read the strongest, and you're sitting over there like, oh my God, little Lizzie just did so good. I was so proud of her. Really? What about the students that are struggling that you purposely call on during class time to read stuff to you that can't read it all the way because they're struggling to read? You won't bother to help them, but you just nurture those ones that are already getting everything and are ahead of everybody else. That's what we're doing in these crafty streets. Is that what we do here in Williston? Is that what we do? Because where I come from, you help the kids that are struggling first before you help those that aren't. And you pair the ones that aren't struggling with some of the kids that are so they can help them like my son does in his class. Well, Miss Tepper, if you want to talk about this after class, no, Heifer, I want to talk about this right now. You got 15 minutes, 12 now. So, yeah, no, I want to talk about this right now. Why are you excluding these other kids? And one of the other parents must have heard me, and she's like, I was honestly thinking the exact same thing. She goes, my son struggles to read, but she's talking about a book club that I've never heard of. And I'm thinking, why wouldn't you take the kids that are struggling to read to a book club instead of making one with the kids that can read? That teacher had nothing to say. She cut that meet short today. She didn't even read. Usually at the end of the meet for like 5 minutes, she'll read them a book. She didn't even read them a book today. She was just like, I'm out. What, you feeling some type of way? Then she had the nerve to try to call me. Oh, you want to have a conversation? Now you got everything to say. You couldn't say stuff in front of your students. All right, I wasn't even cussing at you, honey. But now that you got me in the privacy of your own home and my own home, there might be some cussing. I'm going to tell you that right now because what you not about to do is make my daughter feel some type of way because she's not the strongest reader in your class, okay? Maggie is a little bit developmentally delayed, but you're going to not treat her like something is wrong with her. Well, that's what you're not going to do. You're not going to treat her as if she can't do anything and excuse her from everything because I say she's a little delayed. By a little delayed, I mean she's not going to pick up on it in 2 days. Give her that extra day, she got you. Just because she's delayed doesn't mean she's not smart, and you're not going to make my child feel in such a way. She had my daughter feeling some type of way because Maggie was behind on one of her assignments because of her tutor was helping her with the assignment. And she was like, well, everybody that finished their homework and got everything turned in gets to be put on a wheel to win a ice cream cone from Dairy Queen. And Maggie's like, oh, mommy, did I turn in all my work? I'm like, well, honey, I think we turned in all your work, so maybe you did. She looks at the wheel and she's like, mommy, I don't see my name. And I go, hey, Teach, where's Maggie's name? Oh, Maggie didn't finish all of her assignments. I'm like, she didn't? I'm like, we turned in everything every day. So I go back and look. She literally had the assignment in the thing to turn in and forgot to hit turn in. And she, of course, because she didn't turn it in, which I get that. She didn't turn it in, so technically it's late. But I'm like, she was working on it with her tutor, which her tutor only works with her for 30 minutes a day. They do one assignment, and she just hadn't turned it in yet because they weren't quite done with it yet. And she marked that as Maggie hadn't completed all of her assignments, so Maggie wasn't able to be joined into this. Plus, this is something completely new that we knew nothing about. We didn't have a head start on it or anything. She's like, oh yeah, if you're in Mr. B's class, you wouldn't know about this. Which, if you guys remember, that was Maggie's old class before they moved her to this, whatever teacher. And so she was just kind of like, yeah, don't worry about it. And she had like maybe 12 names on the wheel. She spins the wheel and she goes, oh my God, Josiah, this is the 3rd time in a row. Rigged. How do you know him? This is rigged. 3rd time in a row. Okay, so now not only are you excluding the kids that are strong, that are weaker in the subjects, now you're excluding all the other kids as well, because how are you going to let this child win 3 times in a row? Seriously? Really? That's what we're doing out here in these teaching streets? We're going to sit up here and cheat and make these other kids, like the one little boy started crying. He's like, I worked really hard. And she goes, oh, I saw you online lots of nights that you were up really late doing your assignments. I'm like, how do you think that makes the other kids feel? Some of these kids aren't the strongest at their subjects, and they're learning, and it takes more than a day and 15 minutes of you jibber-jabbing about absolutely nothing for them to learn how to do this. And you're going to sit there and reward the kids that can get it done faster? Do you want it fast and incorrect or slow and correct? Make it make sense. Look, listen, I've had it with the school district. Don't let me go to a PTA. This is why I'm not a PTA mom right here. I am that mama that will buy the cookies from Walmart because I ain't wasting my time on these heifers over here. These heifers walking around with Coach bags with dogs in them. Okay, look, listen, I'm not about that life. Okay, I'm out here in these crafty streets while y'all doing whatever the hell it is y'all doing. Yet no, I didn't come out here for money, honey. Like, if my kids are gonna be out here, you're gonna teach them something, or I'm gonna teach you something. Okay, that's how that works. So I called the principal at Maggie and them school and let her know what was going on. And she was like, well, some teachers use that as a mechanism, but I can understand and see how you're viewing it as well and how the other kids would view it, seeing as how this same child won. You said 3 times. I'm like, yeah, 3 times in a row, this one child won the ice cream cone. How is that fair to the rest of the class? Like, I can understand rewarding all the students that complete Daisy. I can understand rewarding all the students that completed their work, but only rewarding one with an ice cream cone. So essentially telling the other kids that even though you worked your butt off to complete all those assignments, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, Maggie was legit in tears because she was like, Mommy, I tried my hardest. And she does. Y'all, she puts her full effort into this school thing now. She's gotten over that, like, that little slump in the beginning. And now she, like, legit is, like, as she calls it, using her big girl brain. And she's doing her work. And she's getting it turned in on time now. But she still struggles every once in a while. And it takes her a little bit longer. And I'm not going to push her and make her go faster for a freaking ice cream cone that I can go buy myself. Y'all, I was so mad. So mad. I'm like, I don't know how my dad and my mom did it with 6 kids. Because, look, listen, I got 2, and I'm ready to snap out, okay? I got 2. Okay, technically, I got 2.5, because I call Minna my little half kid, because she's not here. But I will still fuss at her teachers, too. That's what technology is for. Exactly, Kelly. That's putting way too much stress on these kids. And then she's wondering why she gives them assignments, and they're only half done, and she has to send them back. Because essentially you're telling them, I'll reward you with a yummy snack if you finish all your work. As long as you have it turned in, I'll reward you with a yummy snack. So what is that telling the kids? I don't got to do this. I just got to do something and turn it in. So yeah, so I ended up taking Maggie to Dairy Queen anyway, and we got milkshakes. So I don't do the ice cream cone thing. She'll have it all over the place. So we did milkshakes. Matter of fact, it was the day she went for her testing. I was just like, yeah, we're going to get milkshakes because that really made me mad. Oh, thank you, Paula Marie. Ice cream treats because y'all deserve it. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Judy. So, yeah, so that was fussing with Maggie's teacher today. Orion's just kind of like, he's over it. I'm about to fuss at his teacher, too. I have a parent-teacher conference with her coming up next week. And I'm fussing with her, too. Everybody's getting fussed out because Mama Bear has had enough. Oh, thank you, Naomi. Get that baby some Dairy Queen for me. I send her teacher pointy tweezers with no cap on it. But, yeah, like... Okay, so let's talk about Orion's class, because this is what made me mad with Orion's class. So I have Maggie's teacher, who's kind of neglecting the kids that are a little weaker with their subjects. Okay. Fussed at her today. All good. All good in the hood. Whatever. Then I have Orion's teacher. Now, I tell all of Orion's teachers at the beginning of the school year, Orion is super smart. No, I'm not putting him in gifted classes. Technically, he is already in gifted classes, but I'm not moving him up any grades. Don't ask me, can you do this or that extra with him? You can do extra work with him. If he gets bored or something, you're going to have to. Because if you let him get bored, he will get destructive. So you want to give him extra work, even if it's just like rocket math or something fun for him to do until he waits for everybody else to be done. Especially when he's doing tests. Because Orion has a big heart. So when he sees people struggling, he will help them. Okay? It could be Jack the Ripper trying to get a body into his trunk. And Orion would see him struggling and be like, let me help you. Like, he's that type of kid. He's a sweet kid. So when Orion's on his live with his teacher, if the students are struggling to answer a question, he will try to help them. These are things we know. Well, this week they had projects. Now, I was already upset because the entire month of February, if you guys obviously know, is Black History Month. Ask me how many assignments my kids had to do with Black History this year. Go ahead, ask me. Was Black History even brought up in class at all? Not once. For either kid. Not once. Literally had my son come out and ask me what racism was. That was a fun conversation. So yeah, so I was already a little upset about that. And then they had presentations. Okay? They had presentations. They had to pick a person and do a report on them. Now, Orion's in 4th grade. So he's doing, like, he's starting to do reports and stuff. All right, cool. He's doing a report. I'm like, who you doing your report on, dude? He goes, Walt Disney. I'm like, mother chicken. Okay, dude, you want to do Walt Disney? So that was one of the days Mr. Coffee was out at work late. And he's like, Mom, do you think Dad would mind if I borrowed one of his ties? And I'm like, one of Daddy's ties? How do you know Daddy has ties? I don't think you've ever seen Daddy dressed up. Let me tell you, he looks pretty handsome. He's like, Mom, gross. I just want to borrow a tie. Oh, okay. So we go into Mr. Coffee's side of the closet and I grab one of his ties. I'm pretty sure it was actually his wedding tie. And I go, here you go, dude. And he goes, Mom, I don't know how do I put this on? And I'm like, oh, that's right. You're going to need me to tie it. So I put it on his neck and I tie it and I put it on it. He's like, how do you know how to do that? Dude, I grew up with brothers. I know how to tie a tie. Well, I thought only boys knew how to tie ties. Look, listen, don't ever say that again. So I was like, no. I'm like, he's like, you're like a mom and a dad. Yeah, most days. Sure, dude. Whatever. So I put the tie on him, give him a little mustache, and that is the picture you guys would have seen on Instagram with him making the weird face with the dry erase mustache and his dad's tie on his striped shirt. He was trying to be Walt Disney. I don't think Walt Disney had the curl fro going on like he does, but that's beyond the point. So Orion goes into class. He's all nervous. He's excited. He's nervous. He's like, Mommy, I'm going to get to present my work to the class. I'm kind of scared. I'm like, don't be scared, dude. Just do your thing, He's like, is it scary for you when you go live? Look, dude, Mama shits bricks every time she goes live. And he's like, Mom, I'm like, look, I'm not joking. I'm nervous every time I go live. I'm like, he's like, well, what makes you nervous? What if nobody shows up? What if somebody starts a fight with me? What if I don't have anything to say? What if I can't talk? What if I don't feel like talking? Just lots of things. I get nervous every time I go live. And that's the truth. I literally get nervous. It's one of the reasons why I spend the entire week going, I don't want to go live this week. I don't want to go live this week. I get really anxious all week about going live on Fridays, and then I'm nervous wreck all day Friday, and then once I get into live, I'm like, la 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 la, what up everybody, wah 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 wah. So yeah, like it's a thing. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'll get help one day, just today ain't that day. So he goes into class, and I can hear him talking, and I'm thinking he's giving his report. So I'm like, kind of like listening in, and then I realize it's not him, it's another student. So I'm like, oh, okay. He comes out like 10 minutes later. He got this sad, droopy look on his face. And I'm like, well, what's wrong, Orion? He's like, I didn't get to present my stuff today. And I'm like, what do you mean? She always chooses me last. What do you mean she always chooses you last? Whenever it's come time for stuff like this, she always chooses me last. And I don't know why. So you guys already know. Miss Coffee had to contact the teacher and be like, hey, ear raper. Yeah, question for you. Why does it seem like my son doesn't get as much attention as the rest of the students? Oh my God. Hello, Miss Tepper. Hey, Heffel. Your son is just, look, spare me the schematics, okay? I get it. He's a great student. I know. God, tell me why he just isn't getting as much attention as everybody else. Well, Miss Tepper, as you already know, Orion is such a joy. I'm like, look, chick, just give me the meat and potatoes. I don't need the appetizer. Well, Orion does so well. I don't feel like I have to, stay on him like I have to stay on the other students. I'm not saying that you have to stay on Orion, because believe me, he don't want that either. What I am saying is you can check on him to make sure he's okay. You can do something else besides fuss at him whenever he's listening to music on YouTube. Well, Miss Tapper, is part of the school rules. I'm like, chick, he has a laptop. He has a laptop, an Xbox, a Switch, a cell phone, a tablet. If he wanted to listen to music that badly, do you think he really has to go on your crappy ass Chromebook to go listen to music? Like, seriously. Like, this is the 21st century here, for real. Like, he literally has every electronic he can possibly ever want and or need. And you're talking about fussing about YouTube music. And it's not even like dicks and balls and hoes and cars. It's literally like instrumental music from video games. So it's not like it's anything bad, but she just doesn't want them listening to it while he's in class. Why? Is his work getting done? Well, yeah. Is it correct? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, then what's the problem? He can't listen to music, so he's supposed to sit in a room with no noise in the dark because he's some kind of wild vampire that refuses to open his curtains in the morning, and you just don't want him listening. Are you just a music Nazi? Is that what it is? Like, are you just got something against music? Like, how does that work? And she was just kind of like, well, Miss Tepper, Orion's just such a bright student that I just don't feel like he needs the same attention. Look, he's a student, right? Well, yeah. Then he needs the same attention that everybody else gets up in this piece, okay? I don't want you forgetting about him because he's so smart, okay? Yeah, you can even use him to help you with the other students. Hey, Orion, would you like to be in a group with such and such so you can help her, figure out how to do this? They're like adding and subtracting fractions, okay? This lady comes to me and she goes, I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do. I'm like, about what? And she's like, he finishes before everybody else. Then give him something else to do. Or let him go off on his merry way and tell him to go read a book. What do you want me to do? I'm not a teacher. I'm just here to observe to make sure he does the schoolwork. I don't know. This is a you problem. That's not my realm, okay? I can make him mop a floor, but he's not going to be in class if he's mopping the floor. But I also don't want you essentially, I get that every student can't get okay, this student gets 5 minutes of attention. This student gets, I get that. But literally, my son will go the entire day without his teacher even calling his name, saying anything to him or anything, just nothing. And I'm like, well, the one day he needed help with something. And he's like, Mom, could you help me out with this real quick? Now take it. In the 35 minutes it took me to try to figure this out, he had figured it out on his own in 10 minutes. And he was just appeasing me because apparently I looked like I was working really hard to help him. He felt bad for me, I guess. So I'm sitting there, 898. So I'm sitting there and he's like, I'm like, well, didn't your teacher help you? He's like, no, I tried asking for help, but she was busy helping another student and she said I'd probably figure it out. I'm sorry, say what? Me excuse me? Me scusi? Me scusi? What do you mean? She said you'll figure it out. All right, well, your teacher about to figure me out because I'm about to go have a conversation. I have had so many horrible conversations with Orion's teacher. It's not even funny. And this lady, every time, doesn't fail. Oh my God, Miss Tepper. Orion is such a joy to have in class. Oh, that's wonderful, Toots. But I would like to know why you treat my son like garbage when he's in class. Maybe tell me that. I can't with these teachers. I want my kids to go back to their regular school where they were treated correctly. These teachers are out of pocket right now. These aren't even the teachers from the school that he goes to. These are other teachers. And I'm like, I don't know what school you teach at, but please let me know so I can make sure my children don't go there. So, yeah. Yeah, it's Orion. Me scusi. Yeah, Tia, you have to use that in a sentence this week. Like one of the kids in your way in the kitchen or something. Me scusi. Say it real Italian like. Why do you have to teach the teacher to do her job? Make it make sense. I'm wondering the same thing. Now take it. I'm not a teacher, so I only know what I see. So when I see my daughter being neglected by her teacher, and whenever there's a reading assignment and they read, every once in a while they will all read together. She doesn't pair them up so that they can get to know each other. There's nothing happening in their class to bring them together. It's like each individual kid is an individual kid. There's nothing like groups, where they can go into groups and talk to each other or get help with their homework. If I was a teacher, this is the way I would, do things. I would make groups. I would stick a stronger student in with a couple of students that aren't as strong so that they can all work off and help each other. Because who's to say that this child isn't strong in math, but weak in English, but this child got English, but can't get math. You put those two together, boom, you got yourself a combination. But when you're completely neglecting those students that need help and only helping the ones that don't necessarily need help, they just want attention, that's where I have a problem. And then in Orion's case, it's the complete opposite. She's not helping or dealing with any of the students that are stronger. She's only dealing with the weaker kids. And it's like, But you don't want to forget about the stronger kids, because then that's when they get distracted and go off and do other things that could possibly get them in trouble, or they just think that they have to be dumb to get attention. Not saying that kids are dumb. I'm just, you get what I'm saying. So I'm just like, I know teachers are spread thin and they can't be with each student. I get it. But this isn't something that's happened once and I'm just like, oh, I'm going in there. No, this is something I've observed over a course of the entire time that they've been homeschooled. So I'm like, I can't wait for them to go back to regular school, but I'm more so excited for them to get away from these horrible teachers that they have, which Orion's teacher isn't horrible. She's not horrible. She just makes me a little uncomfy, and not in the good way. Like not like I'm about to get into a good argument way. It's in a like, I'm super duper nice, going to give you cavities nice. And I don't like that. Like that suck up behavior. I hate suck ups. Okay. If you are brown noser, don't come around me. You're going to give me pink eye. So like, I don't do brown nosing, and I don't like brown nosers. So like, if you're, oh my God, happy go lucky all the time. No, get the hell away from me. I don't like that. It makes me uncomfortable, not in a good way. And there is a such thing as being uncomfortable in a good way. Like when you're about to get into a good argument that you know you're about to win. I love that type of uncomfortability. Hey, Tanya. What's up, Alicia? I agree. I had a great teacher with math. Yeah, and with Orion, his teacher does great any other day. But lately, she's been kind of slacking on, like, and then she told me, we'll talk some more about Orion and his grades whenever our parent-teacher conference time comes up, because she had she had to meet with another student who wasn't doing the best, and they want to get like the IEP thing together for the student. And I wasn't going to take their time away from them with my problem. So I was like, all right, I'll catch you next week. But house and Mr. Coffee job. House hunting is at a standstill for right now. Because we're still working on I want to have enough money for a down payment. So when I make an offer on the house and, we start doing paperwork, I want to have cash money in hand. When they go, I need 10 G's. I want to be able to give them 10 G's. Okay. Now, am I going to need more than 10 G's? Yes. So yeah, that's why I'm hustling, trying to get this money together. Yeah, I mean, Mr. Coffee's job. He hates it one day. He loves it another day. It's a good job. How you feeling about your job today?
It's okay.
He says it's okay. I think Mr. Coffee's actually getting a cold. What size frame is 35 by 45 centimeter? I don't know. Magic Monster, what's up? We bought this week super. Oh, congratulations, Nickablue. You fill her ear and chap her ass when you have that parent teacher conference. What's up, Shaz? How's it going? What's up, Saphira's mama? My mom has a cold too. Yeah, I don't know. Like, Mr. Coffee gets sick at weird times. He's a weird bird. Like, he's not human, to say the least. Like, I always say that Mr. Coffee looks at me like a $2 steak, and he does sometimes. Sometimes he looks at me like every once in a while. Do you ever look at your spouse and go, "Hey, look, listen"? Do you ever look at me and go, "God, dang it, that woman is insane"? Mr. Coffee's just like, sometimes. You know what? Look, listen, I'm insane all the time. That you just gave me a new goal in life, so that I can make sure that you say all the time instead of sometimes. I mean, sometimes I'm normal. Sometimes, no. College professors are just as bad. Oh my God, really, Jordy? Ugh. The sad part is, Minna was having problems with her teacher, and I was like, "You want me to call him?" "No, Mom. Let Dad handle it first." Okie dokie. Now, when it comes to Minna, we have a rule, because I'm always the hard ass in the relationship, and the father is always the softy in the relationship. Okay, so we have a rule. Oh, look at that static dancing. We have a rule, and the rule is Minna's dad gets 2 chances to talk to the teacher or whoever about a problem going on with Minna. If in those 2 chances the problem consistently continues, that 3rd chance, they get to meet me. Now, as a parent, you do not want to meet me, because if you meet me as a parent and you're an educator of some sort, it's not going to be good for you, boo. If I request a meeting, it's not good for you, okay? Just know I had to put on pants and a wig and nails to come out here and look good just so I can tell you off. And I'm not happy about it. I might look good. I might be out here looking good, like a shiny new penny. but I ain't happy about it, okay? So Minna will tell me, when it's time for me to go talk to her teachers, and she was having problems with one of her teachers. I'm like, you want me to talk to him? No, let daddy take care of it. Okie dokie. I'm just saying, I'm here. I'm here. If you need, she's like, that's why right there. No, I'm good. I'm good, mommy. All right, but I'm just saying, you need me. And she's like, I know, you're right there. She's like, you never get off that couch. Look, listen, don't be judging me in my life choices. Minna's a judge of Judy, y'all. Y'all walk it out for Minna chicken dinner. Roxanne. My daughter's kindergarten teacher about retired because of my mom. Oh my God. At this point, Maggie's teacher keeps asking her if, because we have parent-teacher conferences coming up next week, like I said, and I was actually asked if Maggie's grandmother wanted to sit in on the meeting since she had such a strong opinion of something earlier in the year. And I'm like, Maggie's grandmother? Y'all, do y'all remember me telling y'all that Becky was fussing because they had so many students in the class and they had 2 teachers? She thought, she legit thinks that Becky's Madness for Crafting is Maggie's grandmother and asked if she wanted to sit in on the parent-teacher conference. It's like, no, I think she's gonna sit this one out. I think she's gonna sit this one out. And she's like, "Oh, mommy, come on. Why can't Grammy Becky come?" I'm like, cause Grammy Becky's she got stuff to do. Okay, believe me, I don't think you want Grammy Becky in these meetings. Okay, like that's not how we're gonna do it out here in these crafty streets. Like, don't if you think it's bad messing with me, don't mess with Becky's Maggie Pie. Like you don't do that. And just the fact that her teacher remembered Becky. And she's like, what's your Gram's name? And she goes, oh, that's Miss Becky. Now, Maggie called her Miss Becky. So I thought she would have understood that that's not really her grandmother. But she legit thinks that Becky's Madness for Crafting is Maggie's grandmother. And I'm like, I'm going to pull one of my dad's moves. I'm not going to correct you. I'm just going to let you assume that that's her grandmother. So they're not only afraid of me, now they got Becky's Madness for Crafting. And it's funny because when they did career day and Maggie was telling them, she's like, my mama does the YouTubes. And the lady's like, oh, does she? That sounds exciting. I'm like, yeah, sure. Okay. And she's like, Gram does the YouTubes too. And the lady was like, hold up, what? I was like, Miss Becky also does the YouTubes. I just said it the way Maggie said it. I was just like, yeah, Miss Becky also does the YouTubes. Tube. We're tubers. 2 tubers, if you will. So yeah, we do the tubes.
Say that 3 times fast.
What?
Tuber.
2 tubers?
Yeah.
No.
3 times fast. Come on.
So yeah, like it's. Believe me, if I could record me going off on these teachers, I would. Okay. Like if I could set up a camera on one angle recording me going off on these teachers, I would. But I have to use my phone for the meetings.
I would like to inform you that this is on a recorded line.
Yeah, I'd start the conversation off. I would like to just inform you that you are now being recorded for quality assurance purposes.
Comedy assurance purposes?
That too. So, yeah. What's up, Roxanne? It has been a long time since I've seen your name in here, hasn't it? Yo, I'm just picking up random drills. What drill is $7.98? So yeah, so things are, yeah, your weird mouse. Things are going okay, I guess. And I guess that's another reason why I'm anxious is because I really want to. What are you doing? Did you want to show them your mouse? Yeah. Mr. Coffee wants to show you his mouse. It's a mouse. It has no buttons. You can't see the buttons. They're like the drills from the Diamond Art Club kit. They're there, but you can't see them. It does scrolly things. That he's very proud of his mouse. I don't know what's wrong with him, y'all. I'm sorry. I just like my goddamn mouse.
I like the stones.
Anxiety says she loves your mouse.
Yay!
Doing diamond dots, nice. Well, and that's the thing. I was going to abandon this kit to work on that Mary's Diamonds kit, But I was like, no, I need to work on this kit. I want to see how this works out. Plus, it's been forever and a day since I worked on a freaking double-sided adhesive kit. And for those wondering, when I finished the video, okay, I put this kit, I rolled it back up, and I put it back in the tube that it came in. When I took it out, it was perfectly fine. No bubbles, no rivers, no nothing. So if nothing else, so far, so good. Mystical says, I have that same mouse.
Yay! See? Cool mouse. I was really scared because I didn't remember turning off my computer yesterday.
You don't remember turning off your computer?
You remember? About that.
That's because you keep falling asleep. Yo, does anybody else... Okay, y'all, answer me this question, okay? Does anybody else have a spouse that when you tell them, like, when they fall asleep on the couch and you wake them up and you go, wake up, you fell asleep. They get angry because you're telling them that they fell asleep and they're trying to tell you that they're not asleep? Look, listen. Mr. Coffee, holler at me one more time about not being asleep when he's over here cutting logs like a lumberjack. I'm going to throat chop him the next time I see him sleep on this couch. I'm telling you that right now. You're going to get it live, and he's going to be talking all raspy, and y'all going to be like, what happened to Mr. Coffee's voice? See, what happened was, right, he was over here cutting wood like a lumberjack again. I told him he was sleeping. He told me he wasn't sleeping in a very angry tone. I told him he better watch his tone. He said, I can't look at my mouth because my eyes are on my forehead, and I throat chopped him. That's what's going to happen if Mr. Coffee tells me one more time that he's not sleeping when I noticeably and audibly hear him sleeping. Just checking his eyelids for leaks. He ain't checking no eyelids for leaks.
Mm-hmm.
No, you ain't.
Mm-hmm.
I do not disturb my husband when he's asleep. Sarah, look, listen. Mr. Coffee has a bad back, so he shouldn't be sleeping on the couch. So that's the only reason that I mess with him, is to get him to go to bed. But for some reason, he has this love-hate relationship with bed. When it's before midnight, he hates that bed. He wants nothing to do with that bed. That bed is Hitler. When it's time to go to bed, that bed is his best friend. Let me tell you about my best friend. Like that, him and the bed are best. They're like this. After midnight. Before midnight, no, he hates that bed. My husband says that all the time. Says he's just checking his eyelids. Look, listen. I finished my cater mystery last night. Oh, nice. I can't do mystery kits. I'm always afraid that it's going to be something stupid. Like, okay, for your own personal stash of invisible drills. Thank you, Naomi. Or I'm sorry, thank you, Sandra. Oh my God. I'm going to ask T-Ma if she has some of those invisible drills in her shop. Like, excuse me, T-Ma. Do you happen to sell invisible drills? Look, Diamond Art Club came out with a new thing, okay? Invisible drills. Do you have replacements for the invisible drills yet? Have you gotten them? DAC got them. Like,
it's not my fault.
What's not your fault?
Valheim got that sleeping music.
Valheim does. Okay, so the game of the night is Valheim. And if you've ever played this game, if you haven't, just look it up. The music in it puts you to sleep. Like, it's like a lullaby for gamers. And I'm like,
okay.
Why do you play this game?
Valheim plug. 5-man dev team, indie dev team, early release because the game did so well. Sold 5 million copies in its first month out. $20 on Steam. Grab it.
What's up, the holosexual? Valheim loved that game. Been playing it nonstop.
See? I got 4 of the 5 bosses down.
He also got them eyelids down last night when he was playing. And he was... The funniest thing is when he's playing a game. Like, this is my favorite thing ever. When he's playing a game... 3846. When he's playing a game and he falls asleep and then his character spends the next 20 minutes walking into a wall. Or the other day when I watched him walk into fire and I just sat there and let him walk into the fire instead of trying to like grab the controller and like help him. I just let his character walk it through the fire and it was like the funniest thing ever. And I look at him and I go, hey, you sleep? I'm not asleep. Oh no, so you just meant to walk through that fire? I didn't walk through fire. I literally just saw you walk through fire. Like, literally, that's why you're on fire. I didn't walk through fire. Okay, alright.
Sure did.
What's up, Holly? Gotta have those see-through drills. I'm pretty sure I gave the lady at DAC a good laugh with that one. Because I was just like, look, listen. She goes, you really do know how to make the best out of any situation, don't you? I'm like, I can.
You don't know nothing about my strategic firewalking?
I do not know anything about your strategic firewalking.
See? Told you.
Hold up. Mitzi said something about not having IG. Didn't know if you want me to say something, but I don't have Etsy. I think IG is what you're meant. Yes, Instagram. Later. The curved multiplacer is amazing. Yes, I know crafting with Christy. Are you just now getting on this ship, girl? Toot toot, girl, toot toot.
Sugar, toot, toot.
Chugga chugga toot toot. I swear by my curved drills or my curved placers. 7:41. Hey, Wenda, how's it going? Oh, hey, kitten. My fiance is looking up the game, about to see if he can get it. I think it's like $20 on Steam.
It is $20 on Steam.
It's called Valheim. All I know is that this is the game that Mr. Coffee plays with Uncle Josh. Uncle Josh isn't here this week. He's visiting family, I guess, or something. I don't freaking know.
And Tristan and Diggy Dug.
What?
And Tristan and Diggy Dug.
And his other friends, Tristan and Diggy Dug.
Tristan from like Destiny 1.
Oh yeah, because they totally know about that.
Safety Rock. Come on.
They don't know about that, dear. Back then, I was just normal Alicia. I wasn't like crafting Miss Crocheting Coffee, Alicia. Toot. Oh, y'all, look, listen. This is how I explain Mr. Coffee at his new job. At least this is how I explained it to my dad. Mr. Coffee was asked about a movie. Now, if you don't know, some of y'all have been in or are currently in interracial relationships, okay? Obviously, if you're new to my channel, you didn't know. Mr. Coffee's white, I'm black, you know, big woo there. So, at his last job, where you guys know, he couldn't really tell them about his family or talk about us because, you know, we're not the kind that they like. Like, they pulled a cameo, like, we're not the type they like. So, at the new job, he's made a couple of friends, and he was like, I picture him walking in, and them being like, yeah, no, everybody's cool here, everybody's nice, respectable, blah, 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 and him just being like, my wife's black! Okay, I got that out. Like, he
Not too far off.
I'm not... like he's just been dying to tell someone. Which is funny, because earlier this week, some guy wrote some stupid comment in the Williston pages here. Some guy wrote a comment about why is there maternity parking at grocery stores. He didn't understand why. If you can get knocked up, then you can walk. And I just was like, this coming from a man. To which he got mad and was like, this coming from a single mom. I'm like, single mom? I'm like, what the hell is you talking about? You're the one that's dead ass single on your profile, but yet and still, I've been married for 11 years, buddy. You might want to get your facts together, twat waffle. So I don't play when it comes to stuff like that. Don't stereotype me just because I'm black. I'm supposed to be a single mom. Not all black women are single moms. That's why you don't stereotype people. There's Maggie's little cheese hand. Y'all see how orange this hand is? That's the cheese going through her veins. Sarah, that's right. Couples don't have to match. They're like socks. And if you look at Maggie's feet right now, I guarantee you there's 2 mismatched socks on them, driving me absolutely insane when I'm trying to do laundry, trying to figure out why none of her socks match. Maggie, you got mismatched socks on right now, don't you?
No.
Oh, you don't even have socks on. Go put socks on, Tootsie.
Hi.
What's up, Misty? What's up, Tamara?
Hi, Maggie. Unicorn.
You say hi to Miss Tamara?
Hi to Miss Mala.
Look, there's crafting with Christy.
Hi, Coffee with Sticky.
Christy,
Christy.
not Dixie.
Dixie.
You can't just be out here renaming people. Holosexual says, don't worry, I'm a cheese bandit too. I don't know how people can eat cheese like that. Look, listen, when I was younger, y'all gonna get tired of these younger stories because y'all gonna realize how abused I really was. Look, listen, when I was younger, my brother looked at me dead in my retinas and goes, don't eat a bunch of cheese, you'll get constipated. Ever since then, I lost my love of cheese. I used to like cheese a lot. Not as much as Maggie, but I used to like it enough to, like, I would eat, like, string cheese and stuff. Now, no, because every time I see it, I think about my brother and him going, yeah, don't eat a whole lot of cheese. It'll get you constipated.
Constipated.
I'm telling you, buy that child some stinky, fuzzy cheese. Ew. She says, ew. I kind of wanted to try blue cheese to see if she likes that. Where is Pawpaw? Okay, so Pawpaw is not here this evening. My cousin is getting married tomorrow in the mountains. That's one way to social distance a marriage. They're getting married in the mountains tomorrow. Pawpaw did get. My mom and dad both got their They're both vaccinated. They got the 1-dose vaccination. So whoop whoop on that. But Maggie, what are you doing? Wait. Oh. So they went to a wedding, and I don't even remember where they said they went. Where did they go? They're already in Alabama. I don't think they went to Georgia. I don't remember what state they went to. They went out of state for a wedding for my cousin. So Pawpaw won't be here because Pawpaw's probably drooling on himself right now. So, yeah. That and Pawpaw got fussed at today, and he's really upset because... yeah, I'm doing it. So... Pawpaw, as you guys know, is an old-timey doctor, so I think my dad's got it all together. But even sometimes Pawpaw doesn't have it all together, which, by the way, did y'all see Pawpaw's finish? Pawpaw finished that image with the eagle and the purple sky background. It looks amazing.
Pawpaw, if you watch the replay, I tried saving you.
He didn't try saving you at all,
Sure
Pawpaw.
did.
He's throwing you under the bus,
No,
Pawpaw.
I'm not. There is no bus. I'm not in my CDL yet.
So... my dad calls me today. He sounds all sad. Now I can always tell if something's up with my dad because he will either answer in a very happy tone, which means, "Oh, look at that, Alicia called, yay!" Or it'll be a very somber, cumbersome, like, "Hey." And if Pawpaw sounds like that when you talk, "Hey," like that low tone, who died?
Who did?
Who died? He did have a family member die. One of his cousins passed away yesterday, but. He calls me today, and I'm like, "Hey, Pawpaw," and he's like, "Hey, who died?" "Well, my cousin died." I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear about your cousin, Pawpaw." He goes, "That's not it, though." I'm like, "Well, what is it?" Now, wherever Pawpaw is, he traveled a good couple of hours, okay? Well, he traveled a good couple of hours and forgot his meds. Which means my dad is hours away from home with no medication. He takes like blood pressure pills and stuff.
He doesn't have the thing to get like emergency medications?
I don't know if he does or not.
Because our insurance does.
I don't know if but the hotel that they're staying at has an urgent care like right across the street. So he said worst comes to worst, he'll go into urgent care and ask them to give him a dose. He's going back home on Sunday, and none of his pills are life-threatening. Like, it's not like he, has insulin that he has to take or anything like that. So, like, his pills aren't life-threatening, so he won't die if he doesn't take them for one day. But it's just the fact that he forgot them. When we have what should I call her? We have a medicine Nazi in our family. Her name is Maggie. If you do not take your medicine, if you forget your medicine, Maggie will... That's me. Maggie will fuss at you. And I love the fact that my dad was like, all I have to do is keep my blood pressure down. Now take it. Pawpaw gets... Y'all think I'm hot-headed? Look, listen. I got it from somewhere, okay? We're not going to say Pawpaw, but we're just going to...
I thought it was just a lava dousers.
P-A-W. P-A-W. We're not going to say Pawpaw, but we're just going to...
Pawpaw tried to say I blamed it on the lava.
No, he didn't.
I sure did.
So, Pawpaw tells me that he forgot his meds. His first thing out of his mouth, don't you tell Maggie. Look, listen, Maggie will straight call you and fuss at you because you forgot to take your medicine. Why haven't you taken your medicine today? My nephew Andre has epilepsy, but not like Maggie and my cousin or my nephew Andre have two different types of epilepsy. His is the deadly kind. Hers isn't. But he forgets to take his pills a lot, so she will literally call him on his cell phone and be like, "Hey, you take your pills today?" And then she will fuss and yell at him when he doesn't remember to take his pills. Now, she does this to everyone. So if I were to say, "Oh, crap, I forgot to take my pills today." "Mom, you forgot to take your pills. You're not taking good..." "I took my pills today. Don't fuss at me, chick. Not today, Jesus." No, I don't think Daddy took his pills.
I take my stuff every single day.
He gave you a generic answer, which means no.
Daddy.
I take my pills every single day.
Lies. So,
I take one blood pressure med. I take two blood pressure.
like with Maggie, you don't need one of those little plastic containers that remind you to take it like what day of the week. Because Maggie, literally, like if Maggie could have her own, put it up here. If Maggie could have her own skill on the Echo, her skill would be to remind you to take your medicine, and then when you don't have it set up, she will randomly it'll randomly pop up. Why didn't you take your medicine yet? You're supposed to take your medicine this morning. Like that would be Maggie's skill, which is like her app on the Alexa. 3807. Yes, Maggie.
Look, I can.
That's 3801. I can't read. Jesus. Yeah, we're gonna make Maggie and Alexa skills. My fiance also has the deadly epilepsy. Oh, really, kitten? So he's fussing with my mom, and then my mom calls my sister, and she's trying to whisper to my sister that my dad forgot his med. Like my mom, she just ratting him out. She's telling everybody. She's like, it's like who was it? It's like Ezel off of Friday. Hey y'all, everybody, Smokey back here taking a. So yeah, that was my mom today. She was signaling to everybody, hey, your dad forgot to bring his medication. I didn't forget my medication, but he forgot his. Now, Pawpaw has to take his medication in the morning. So he took it this morning and had it packed up on his bed, ready to put it in his suitcase. But when Pawpaw's ready to go, look, Pawpaw don't care. He will leave children, animals, wife. He don't care. When he's ready to go, you better be ready. Because if you ain't ready, he leaving without you. Okay? When Pawpaw say he leaving, he leaving. So...
Mommy,
Yes.
can we look like this?
Okay.
With no legs.
Teruba says, Maggie, call John.
What John?
Sushi's Crafting Corner. What's up? She says, Maggie should make us all a video reminding us to take our meds. Like every morning at 5 a.m. a video releases. It's just Maggie sitting there. Did you take your meds today? And then at 3:30, why haven't you taken those meds? I said, take the meds. Take them now. Like Maggie's a reverse drug dealer. Instead of giving you drugs, she's reminding you to take the drugs.
My favorite part is.
Oh, Serena does. Serena. Oh, Maggie drew. Oh yeah, Maggie drew a leprechaun today. She had to draw. This was one of her class assignments today, was to take a leprechaun. The sad part is, I don't forget to take my meds because I have the Maggie. The Maggie reminds me every day, Mommy, and I don't take my meds until they've taken theirs. Because with the stroke and my memory loss, I don't want to take my meds if they haven't taken theirs, because it signals to me that they haven't taken their meds yet if I haven't taken mine yet. And they sit on the count, like every morning I set out everybody's meds for the day. So I will not take my meds, and she will be like, Mom, it's 1 o'clock. Why haven't you taken your meds yet? I'm like, did you take yours? Yes, Mom, I took my meds, but you didn't take yours. And then she will sit here and fuss at me for half an hour. Even after I take them, she will still fuss at me because how could you forget? You're not taking good care of yourself. This is why you need to eat healthy. I'm not sure what meds and healthy have to do with anything, but you know, it's Maggie logic, so it is what it is.
Look, I can do, Mommy.
Oh, they said it's a cute leprechaun, Maggie.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Maggie's been trying to exercise. You ever watch a small child trying to do a sit-up or a pull-up or a push-up? And Daisy's pawing at her. She's like, stop. Stop. Maggie draws better than me. Shoot, at this point, Maggie draws better than me. When I saw that, like when I saw what they had him drawing today, I'm like, there's no way in the world she's going to be able to draw that. And then she brings me that little picture. She goes, there we go. I'm like, see, this is why I don't like you right now. You taking after your daddy, and I don't appreciate it. Good night, Nick and Tina. Thank you so much for hanging out. Do they still get melatonin? Look, listen, Raffaele. I hope I didn't butcher that. But I think with Maggie, she needs a cheese intervention. With Orion, look, one. I've been drugging my kids and I didn't even know it. Nobody told me. I saw it on TikTok. This is how bad it is, okay? I didn't know that there was a kid's melatonin and an adult's melatonin. Y'all, my kids have been taking adult melatonin, and I'm wondering why they're dropping like flies after 10 minutes of taking it. Because they're taking adult melatonin. Because Mr. Coffee bought it for me, and then we decided to let the kids try it. Maggie hasn't needed it. If you just say melatonin, she just passes out. Orion, on the other hand, he comes up and he's just like, hey, Mama, you got that melatonin?
No, he says sleep gummy.
Oh, yeah. He goes, you got that sleep gummy? Yeah, Orion. You go into Orion's room. He half laid on the bed, half laid off the bed. There's cats everywhere. There's that light, that little silicone light he has is doing like rainbow. It looked like he was having a rave and just passed out in the middle of his room. Like, I'm just like, Orion, I think you have a problem with these gummies. Nah, mama, I really like the gummies. They taste good. And I'm like, is it the funny thing is he was having trouble sleeping. Ask him if he's having trouble sleeping now. Like, every once in a while, I'll trick him because he won't ask for it. So what I'll do is I'll bring in, like, I'll get a bag of gummies, like a real bag of gummies, and I'll have some in my hand, and I'll put the gummy for the melatonin in there, and I'm like, here, have a gummy. And he's like, oh, thanks. And then 10 minutes later, you see him passed out. Look, listen. Why? No, it's not placebo effect. I put an actual sleeping gummy in there.
Oh.
That's mama tricking him. But they only take 2.5 milligrams. It's safe to take 10 milligrams. What is this? Oh, this is 5. It's all natural. It can't hurt you if it's all natural, right? Yeah, tell that to a squirrel. A squirrel is all natural. It will all natural gnaw your whole face off. Really, Holly? I've heard of people having nightmares taking melatonin. Melatonin just goes in one side and comes out the other in my defense. Like, it's just like, look, listen. No. No. I'm not gonna work. I'm just gonna, you just had a snack. Which is why I was over here snacking on them the one day, because I really just needed something sweet real quick. But I didn't want to open up a whole bag of gummies. So I just ate like 2 or 3 of the melatonin. And Mr. Coffee's just like, that's not a snack. Why not? It don't do nothing. Meanwhile, Orion takes one and he's walking to his room. You just see him pass out in the middle of the floor. I'm just like, night, Orion. So now I'm like, okay, now do I give him the kid melatonin now that he's had the adult version? Because I don't think the kid's melatonin is going to do anything for him. Now that I've drugged him to the point where he's taking like straight on like adult melatonin, is it really worth it giving him the kid's melatonin? See, that's good. It won't hurt them just no more than 2 of the... They get 1. 2? You trying to kill them? Now, I watched a TikTok where a lady literally gave... She had her baby in a bathtub and she had the Epsom salt. But it was the Epsom salt with the melatonin in it. And then she had another body wash or bubble bath melatonin. So she put the Epsom salt in, and then she puts the bubble bath with the melatonin in it. And I'm like, your baby gonna drown because it's gonna pass out in the tub. Good God, they make extra stuff with melatonin in it? Look, this tells y'all how much I know about life. I know nothing about life. I am not a good human. Fook it. I can't use melatonin. It gives me nightmares. You too, Mallory? Yeah, look, listen. It don't give me nightmares. Oh, speaking of nightmares. Okay, so let's talk about Mr. Coffee again here real quick, because tonight's the night of Mr. Coffee. He always feels some type of way. I don't never let him say bye. So I'm like, shh. Shut up, Mr. Coffee. So we're laying in bed the other night, right? And I don't like going to bed with Mr. Coffee, especially when he has to work the next day, because that's when he turns into a chatty Cathy. We can sit out here for hours. He won't say a word to me. The moment we go lay down in bed, he wants to become chatty Cathy, okay? He's just a cackling old hen. Oh, look and tell me what happened at work today, girl. Yeah. It's like, he starts like the gossiping and everything. And I'm like, look, listen, what do you want? You should be asleep. I'm going to go to sleep. But let me tell you about this funny story that happened at work real quick. So I'm sitting there and we're like just laying in bed talking, and we're like squishing the covers back and forth because of course I like to be warm when I sleep. He likes to be cold. But it's been hot as balls lately in the room. Like, there's a difference between warm and lava. It's been lava in the room. So, I do like lava when I'm taking a shower, not when I'm trying to go to sleep. So, I'm sitting there. And I guess the blanket came off his foot. And what did you call them? Toe goblins?
Oh, yeah.
He's talking about, don't take the blankets off my foot. The toe goblins will come get me.
You don't believe in toe goblins?
Y'all, what the hell are toe goblins? Meanwhile, I got 2 nightmare children in my house. Nightmare children? What do you mean? What do I mean by that? Look, listen. If you sleep with your closet door open, if there's a door on your closet door and you sleep with it open, you're a nightmare human. I'm sorry. Do you know what's in that closet? Also, Random questions, okay? Random Miss Coffee questions. This is how my brain works, okay? What do you think the boogeyman and stuff actually do? Like, if they were to actually catch you, who's to say they kill you? What if they just put you somewhere very inconvenient? Like, they make a loud noise so that your parents can hear it, and then they put you in a closet so you get in trouble. What if that's all the boogeyman was? Like, what if we were scared for no reason? Like, what in our mind made us afraid of, like, the boogeyman? As an adult, I'm laying in bed going, well, what exactly would he have done if he would have caught me? One, it's not even a real thing. Now, as an adult, I know this, but my adult brain is like, what if he just did something hella inconvenient? Like, you have a glass of water sitting on your nightstand next to your bed, and he puts it on your desk. Or he just drags you underneath the bed and just leaves you there. Or he just takes your blanket and throws them on the floor and just leaves you alone. Like, what if that's what the boogeyman was? But we were afraid that he was just going to murder us in our sleep because our minds are sick and twisted, and that's just how they work. I'm just wondering, like, I'm not a nightmare human because my closet doesn't have a door, but my bathroom does. And when I stare into it, I swear I see things that I know aren't there. But my brain is like, oh yeah, there's a penguin in there. Oh yeah, look at that lion. There's a lion in your bathroom. You ever see shadows? Like, we have these candles that are remote control candles. They're not real I don't do real candles in the house after Daisy's incident. So we have these remote control candles, right? I can't leave on the candles next to my door because they cast a shadow onto my bed post, and it makes it look like a small child is standing next to my bed. Look, listen, I got enough problems. I don't need that problem too. Hell no. Turn those lights off. So I'm like, I'm just saying, what do these people do? But then Maggie comes to me the other day and she goes, Mom, can I sleep with you? Now take it. I've told y'all before, my kids have never slept with me. Why? Because I'm just not that type of parent. They have a bed, I have a bed. I didn't buy you a bed for you to sleep in my bed. If your kid sleeps with you, more power to you. My kids do not sleep with me. They've never have. Not even as babies. No. I drool a lot and I would drown them. So I'm not about that life. Or I would probably roll over and kill them. So I'm sitting here and Maggie's like, Mom, sometimes at night when I'm laying in bed, I try to close my closet door, but it opens up by itself. I'm sorry, say what? What did you just say to me? You would have thought she cursed at me the way I looked at her. I was like, I'm sorry, say what? All right, so what we're not going to do is we're not going to lie. And she's like, no, Mommy, I'm serious. Sometimes my closet door opens by no. Yeah, she says, sometimes my closet door opens by itself. Now, I was like, there's no way that it would do that, blah, blah, blah. Well, she was correct. It was opening by itself. Why was it opening by itself, you're wondering? Is there a monster? Is there a ghost? You know, something creepy? Maybe Maggie has summoned her overlords to come over and take over the world. What could it possibly be? Or could it be that Maggie isn't cleaning up her closet correctly and her toy keeps falling on the door, which is a stuffed animal, and then when the toy falls on the door, it opens the door. So I'm looking at her, I'm like, if you actually clean your room, then this wouldn't be a problem. Mommy, it's clean, I promise. You lying sack of crap. It's not clean in there. It's not clean in there. What's wrong with you? So then yesterday, I kept getting on her. Maggie, clean your room. I did. Maggie, clean your room. I did. Okay, you go look at her room. There's stuff everywhere. Maggie, get your tail in here, clean this damn room. Mommy, I already cleaned it. Well, Maggie decided she was going to cop attitude yesterday. And she was going to throw a fit. Now, one thing Miss Coffee ain't about to do is have you throwing fits, okay? We don't throw fits over here in these crafty streets. So I was like, I fussed at her and told her to go to her room and go clean up her room. She want to get lippy with me. Okay, so what we're not going to do is talk back either. She had her phone in her hand. So what I did was I took her phone, which this has been a picture you would have seen on Instagram. I took the phone and put it on the door frame above the door. And I was like, now you can have it back when you finish cleaning your room. Somebody was like, you could turn the internet off. Well, why should the rest of us have to suffer without internet? Because she won't clean her room. My room's clean. For once. Like, my room's clean. So, like, why do I got to suffer without internet? Nope. I just took her phone, put it on the top of the door frame. And she sat there, and her and Orion both kept trying to get it. And somebody was like, well, my kid would just get the broomstick and keep it pushing. I'm like, well, Maggie's 8. And first she would have to be able to find the broom to be able to do that. And since I'm the only person in the house that actually cleans, she would never find that broom. I tell her to bring me the broom all the time, and she goes, "What's that?" So I know she knows what a broom is. She just doesn't know where to find it in our house, even though it's been in the same place for 2.5 years. And even though she's even gone in there to bring me the broom, you would think she's never seen this broom a day in her life. She was just like, "What's a broom? What is that? Is that something that she should be worried about?" Like, oh, that's this color. Duh. So 906, 817, 310. Oh, yes, and we got our Bernies in today. I had to order some more Bernies for the kids because they wouldn't leave my Bernie alone.
This is Mommy's bunny.
That's your Bernie.
But now it's
817.
817 is right there, Mommy.
I got it. So did you clean up that room, Tootsie?
Yeah.
Did you actually clean up the room? No. Did you put those bins back in the closet?
Yeah.
Did you?
Well, one of them won't fit.
Well, they fit in there before you took them out of there. Who said hey to Minna?
I'm Minna chicken dinner.
Minna chicken dinner. So if you see Minna Phillips in chat, do know that it's my in real life teenager.
Oh, that's my sister.
I'm afraid of the headlines. Horseman. Horseman, what? Never saw that. Who made Bernie? A friend of mine's named Cindy. She taught me how to make Grafgans, which are the blankets with like the dogs and cats and pictures on them. She taught me how to make those. She made it for me. She made me one. And then I asked her if I could have her make the kids one as well because they really liked the way she made them. Now I could make it myself, but I'm lazy, y'all. I got too much going on. I can't do the Bernie Sanders thing. Like I have the pattern for it. Somebody got me the pattern for it, but I don't have time to make it. So I had her make it for me. Sad part is she lives in Canada, so she had to I paid for the shipping and everything too. So like I made sure. Yes, that is my sensei. But she's from Canada, so I made her make it and then send it to me. And she goes, "I don't know if it's going to do like the rest of my mail, but I hope you get it sometime this year." And I'm like, "What is that supposed to mean?" She goes, "Have you seen the mail lately?" I'm like, "Mail seems fine to me." And she's like, "No, mail's been crazy here." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, because I had a subscriber tell me that she hasn't gotten her package yet." And I'm like, "Hold up, but you live in Canada." She's like, "I know, it's traveling the States. It's on vacation." I'm like, "It's on vacation?" And I'm like, "Let me go check." Literally, her package is going everywhere but Canada. It's just like, it's avoiding the border. Like, as soon as it gets close to the border, it goes away from the border. I'm like, I know exactly how that feels because I ordered tumblers from Fargo. So for those of you who don't know Williston, North Dakota, or, you know, where we're at, we're close to the Canadian border. Okay, like, what, 45 minutes? Not even 45 minutes away from the Canadian border. Okay, that's how tippy top of North Dakota that we are. Fargo is 5 hours, what, southeast?
Fargo's 6 hours east.
Oh, okay, 6 hours east of us. Okay, 6 hours.
2 hours south, 4 hours east.
Why is my tumblers in Texas today? Anybody want to explain to me that? Anybody want to explain to me why I ordered tumblers from Fargo, North Dakota, and they're sitting in Texas right now? Daisy, come here. Somebody said Daisy Snoot. Did she pop up and say hi? Come here. It's a Daisy Snoot. It's a Snoot boot. Oh.
They want some treats.
Please don't jump on the table. They need to warm up for... They ain't warming up in Texas. Daisy Snoot. Let's see if we can get a Killian Snoot. Killian Snoot. Look at his snoot's getting better, y'all. He got fur on his snoot.
Thank you.
And here comes Greedy coming back again. Ow. Okay. Maybe the tumblers were hungry for a barbecue. Maybe. Picking up the magnets along the way. They doing something. Like, they're going to bring me back a whole, like, What You Got Wednesday full of nothing but magnets. I see you scratched your nose up again. What is this? The fur didn't come off. He just scratched his nose.
Look, Mommy.
I see.
It's just like an ice cube.
I'm gonna like what I could. Oh, speaking of stuff. So, if you happen to notice, if you look under my pictures now, this is one of the last things I'm gonna say before I let you guys go, because Ruby Q is gonna be starting here in about half an hour. If you happen to look underneath my videos now, I get a lot of people that ask me how can they super chat me after live, and I'm like, well, you can't, because you do that in live. You super chat by coming to the live. Well, I found a way that apparently you can super chat a creator and they don't have to be live. And I didn't know it was an option. It popped up in my on the side of my YouTube thing, and it was like, you know, add this button to your YouTube channel so that people can donate whenever they want to. And I'm like, hold up, what? So if you look directly underneath the video, like underneath where the picture is, like right here, my hands are here. So right here in the gray section, you're going to see a heart, and it's going to have a dollar sign in it. It's going to say applaud. Essentially, it's like super chatting me anytime you feel like it. So if you miss a live and you wanted to super chat me for some god awful reason, you can super chat me anytime you want to now, because there's an applaud button. So all you have to do is hit applaud, and then it comes up with a bunch of dollar signs and stickers, and then it comes to me as a comment. What's up? Oh, Sheila. What's up, Sheila? What's up, Paula Marie?
Look, guys.
Yes, it's the applause button. I didn't know this was a thing. YouTube holding out on me. And I'm like, do you know how many times I've had people ask me how can they like send me money or something? And I'm like, PayPal, I guess. And there's an applause button. So yeah, the applause button will allow you to super chat me whenever you want to on any video. It doesn't even have to be a live. It can be any video. You can donate to my channel at any time now. So now you don't have to like try to figure out like trying to find my PayPal or whatever. You can applaud anytime you want to now. Who knew? I did not knew. Maggie, what is up with this? What, Tootsie? Oh, also, I have a sneak peek coming for you tomorrow, but it's not a Diamond Art Club. Sneaky peeky. Saphira's mama, you knew about Saphira's mama and you didn't tell me? You holding out on me, Saphira's mama? You didn't tell me nothing. She just said, I knew about it, but look, honey, look. You know everything, so I figured you just knew. I don't know all the things. I know some of the things. The YouTube boom, you're welcome button. Pretty much. Wait, is it there now? I don't see it. No, it's not there now because I'm live. But if you go to any one of my other videos that if you, like right now, because I'm live, you can't do anything. When this video finishes processing, it will appear on the video. So, but if you go to any of my other videos and look underneath them, they have that little heart with a dollar sign in it, and it says applause. And then when you open it up, it explains, you know, donate to your favorite creator, blah, 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 blah. And it has like denominations, or you can set your own. And I was like, hold up, what? What the hell? I've had people all week applauding, and I get the notification, and I'm like, applause? What the hell is that? And then they're like, I just wanted to see what this does. Well, that's an expensive way to see what this does. I mean, that costs you $3. They're like, well, it's cool, because now I can donate to you anytime. Sure can. You learn something new every day. That's right. Miss Coffee, what do you do? What do you think of Cricut's new update? Only allow 20 uploads a month if you don't pay for Cricut subscription. I don't know, Misty. I have Cricut subscription.
I don't know, Misty.
Oh, thank you, Driana. I appreciate it. For the fam, thank you for awesome entertainment, Miss Coffee. You're welcome. Wayward Gypsy, Heather, hello. Glad I caught you live tonight. Well, thank you for hanging out with me.
What's that?
That is called a super chat,
What's that?
where they donate monies.
To get my house?
Yeah, it's going to help us buy a house.
How many dollars we have to get?
How many dollars do we have to get? As much as we can, so that whenever they say we can buy a house, we can give them money so that we don't have to pay as much in the long run. Oh.
This is for
I love bullet journaling. Oh, you're loving bullet journaling. Miss Coffee, you need to check out the Cooper Coast Creation. What's Cooper Coast Creations? That's a lot of C's. Oh, on Etsy. Is it a pen shop? Because I know you're obsessed with pens. If you haven't already, please. Oh, thank you, Sariba. I appreciate it. I think the at worked on mobile. The what? Hold up, what? What is Cricut? Cricut is a cutting machine for vinyl and stuff like that. For those wondering, yes, I did get a Cricut mug press. I'm going to put it to the test against my regular mug press. So Cricut came out with a mug press that's supposed to be like sublimation, except for, of course, it works better with all of their super expensive products. Now, you guys know, or if you don't know, yeah, I'm an affiliate with Cricut. I might not be after this unboxing, but I'm an affiliate right now with Cricut. Maggie, don't do that. You're going to break it. Put it down, please. So everybody was fussing because they're like, well, Cricut can't update their software, but they can come out with new expensive machines that only do one thing. Now, the Cricut mug press can only do mugs, 11 to 16 ounce mugs. Whereas mine, I can buy attachments and I can do mugs. I can do tumblers of different sizes and shapes. I don't necessarily have to. I can adjust the pressure. Apparently, Cricut's version does the pressure and all that other stuff for you. Mine's, I can set the temperature at what I need it to be for the mug. Cricut supposedly just knows what temperature your mug needs and just does it that way. So I'm going to put them to the test in a video. And I got to figure out how I'm going to do this because I think I'm just going to have to do it here on the table. But I'm going to put it to the test here in a video to see if it's actually worth the $200. Because me personally, I've had my Cricut mug, or I've had my mug press for a few months. Oh, thank you, Sheila. I greatly appreciate it. Oh my God. Thank you, Emma. And who's that? And Kelly, thank you so much. Hi from Australia. Hi, Maggie. I have Kaloom. I have a Kaloom. What's a Kaloom? Yes, Maggie. Somebody said hi to you.
Who is it?
It's Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
I'm in the background.
She's in the background, she says. For those who didn't know, she's in the background.
Give me this.
They are doing offsets, but they are forcing the $9.99 subscription. I have the yearly subscription. I got it a while ago because I do use it quite often whenever I'm using my Cricut. And now that I'm doing like the shop, I use it for like, cutting out the sublimation pieces. So I do use it. So I paid for the yearly subscription, but I think that's complete BS. Because like, I also use Silhouette. I don't have a Silhouette cutting machine, but I use their software because it works better than Cricut's does. Where Cricut will only let you print 3/4 of a page. Silhouette will their software is free. You don't have to have a subscription. And you can print an entire page worth of something versus just 3/4 of a page and you're wasting a bunch of paper. Oh, thank you, Deborah. Better start that fridge fun while you're at it. Oh my God. The fridge is going to be just cheese. Cheese and water and fruit cups. No cheese. There's no cheese here, Toots. Aww. Aw, she says. Aww. Alright, so I think... No, I didn't open any 310s, did I? Yeah, I did. I just didn't even see it. So we are all kitted up, folks. Does it usually take me an hour and a half to kit up? Yeah, actually it does. Because I get distracted. When will be the next batch of on your sale? Oh, when will be the next batch of stuff released? I'm going to try to release stuff this weekend. Possibly on Sunday. I'm not 100% sure yet, just because I still have a couple of pop sockets and stuff I'm going to make. Like, I'm going to be up because I'm going to be over in Ruby Q's live. But I still have some pop sockets I need to make. And I have a couple of tumblers that I still need to sublimate before I'm ready to open up the shop. Because essentially, I want to have everything done and then post it before I put up anything. Because I don't want to put up stuff in batches like just cups and then just pop sockets. I would rather you buy and have one order, like one big order, versus having a bunch of smaller orders. So I'm trying to get as much stuff done as I can. So I had 75 pop sockets this morning. I think I have maybe 15 to sublimate now. And I have like 10 more keychains of the glow in the dark ones. So yeah, my Cricut was cutting properly, so I had to buy a Silhouette to cut my stickers properly. Oh, it wasn't cutting properly. Yeah, I haven't had a problem with it not cutting properly, but the software itself, I will make files for my Cricut or for my sublimation stuff, and then I'll go back into the file on Cricut, and then it'll tell me, sorry, the file is corrupt, you'll have to start a new file, and then it'll delete my file. What the hell, Cricut? What are you doing?
Not even. Doesn't it just tell you it's too big?
No, that was the other one. The other one, it just said it was too big, and it wouldn't open it. And I'm like, it literally was 4 little 1.5 by 1.5 squares. It was 4 of them that had my Animoji girl on them. That's it. And it said the file was too big and it wouldn't let me open it. So I've just started using Silhouette. Do I think Cricut is a good product? Yes. Do I think they have a lot of bugs right now and they need to fix them? Yes. I did hear that they were supposed to be doing an update. I didn't know when the update was supposed to be happening. I do know when they released that mug press, though, there was a lot of angry people out there. And I was just mostly upset because whenever I went to go research, because anytime I do anything on this channel, you best believe I looked into it. I looked into it and I saw there are like Jennifer Maker and there's like another Southern lady that got the mug press and everything. I didn't like the fact that when they were doing it, they were bad-mouthing the regular mug press to make the Cricut look better. Oh, thank you, Vixie. I appreciate it. But they were just being like, you know, it's better than this ugly, bulky, you know, mess of a mug press. I like the Cricut mug press. I'm like, you've never even used it before. Like literally, it's still in the box. You've never used it and you like it better already. Like you haven't even used it yet. How do you know you like it better? Like the one lady just was going hard at just, this thing is garbage. I sold it and I had to ask them, can I borrow it just to do this video? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, look, listen, you don't have to do that. Like you can just say, I think that the Cricut product is is better than this product because it can do this, it can do that, it can do this. You don't have to tear down the other product. Like that's not necessary. Just, why do you even have to compare it to the other product? Just talk about the product because it's new. So tell us what it can do and stop being like, oh, well, I find that this Cricut press that's still in the box and I've never taken it out because it's still in the plastic. I find this to be way better than this bulky, ugly thing that I got off Amazon. Really? Was it bulky and ugly when you bought it? So yeah, like I want to give it a fair review and see if it actually will hold up because I honestly don't think it's worth the money. And if I can help people make a decision on whether or not it is, like obviously if you have a business and you're doing mugs, you might want to be looking into it. If it's just you by yourself, no, you don't want to look into that. That's an expensive you by yourself just so you can make yourself what? A mug, or family members a mug for like their birth. How many mugs are you going to actually make? And then of course they came out with their own mugs. They came out with their own, they came out with a different type of ink fusion, which this stuff is already expensive as it is. So then they came out with their own ink fusion. And it's supposed to be better than, you know, whatever. And then it has like, when you weed out the extras around it, it's supposed to have tape on it so you can just, you know, apply it to the mug. But don't worry, you still need to use heat tape to hold it down. I'm like, but if it already has its own adhesive when you weed it, then why do you still have to hold it down with other heat tape? So they have heat tape, which I already knew they had heat tape. And they have their own, they have markers and they have this for the machine. I'm like, it seems like I've only had Cricut for a little bit. But it seems like every time they come out with a new product, you can use some other stuff with it, but it's probably best if you just use their products. And I'm like, I'm sorry. $10 for vinyl when I can get that same vinyl at Walmart from a different brand for like, I don't know, $3.99 versus $9.99. Nah, look, listen, I'm not out here trying to waste money. Look, I'm trying to be like cost efficient here. Okay, like Diamond Queen 2020 says, I'm cuddling my new dog. I love her already. Oh, poppers. What's up, Haley? Diva. Okay, I can't even say your name. Miss Coffee, can you make a pop socket that says cheese on it? It just, oh jeez. I should make pop sockets that are like Team Potato for Mr. Coffee, Team Cheese for Maggie, Team Cat for Orion, and Team Crafts for Miss Coffee. Pick your team now. And then there'll be like a team Daisy and a team Killian.
Pick your fighter.
Pick your fighter. Ruby Q, you ready? You ready to open that box? Yeah. So if you weren't here at the beginning of chat, I said about Ruby Q got a package. She got some Happy Mail. It was happy when it was sent to her. It was some Happy Mail. Ruby Q's got some Happy Mail that she's going to be opening here in about half an hour. So you guys can go check her out after I'm done here, because I'm about to get off here because I've been on here for 2 hours. I kitted up my project. I'm probably going to start this probably tomorrow, to be honest. If I can get through all the stuff that I need to get through, I am going to take a break from sublimation so I can get some diamond painting done. So I'm going to try to work on it a little bit tomorrow. So thank you guys all for joining me. Thank you for coming out. I greatly appreciate it. Every Friday night, you guys are always here. Even though I'm a ball of nerves before I go live, you guys always calm me down. Sorry it wasn't as funny as it usually is, but it's been a rough week mentally for me. This has been a bad mental health week. Like, it's just been nothing but fussing with stuff all week. So I appreciate you guys hanging tough in there with me. So, you know, thank you guys so much for coming out. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave those down in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to answer them to the best of my ability. If you're new to the channel and would like to see more random crazy videos just like this, or live feeds, I do go live every Friday night, same live time, same live channel, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is 10 p.m. Eastern Standard, and then whatever it is for you fine folks. But with that said, I got to get the hell out of here. It is almost time for Ruby Q Craft. Right after me, she's doing true crime and opening up a mystery box. So if you want to see what's the haunted doll in her mystery box, go ahead and go check her out. But with that said, I must now bid you adieu. But not before I remind you to
wear your mask, wash your hands, don't touch your face 6 feet, and always try. Be kind. Wait, yeah, lion.
No, he's playing this game. Be kind.
Be kind.
Be courteous.
Be courteous. Be cool.
Be cool.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Have a happy and safe weekend, and we will see you in our next video. Say bye, Mr. Coffee.
Bye.
Mr. Coffee says bye. Have a good night, everybody.